All right, so today I think it's a good idea to read some Heathcliff. If you don't know what Heathcliff is, oh sweet summer child. Heathcliff is a comic that came out before Garfield about a fat orange cat, except it just doesn't make any sense. No, it's not like a 1950s sense of humor where it's like, hit the wife if she doesn't make you a good cup of joe, and we're all shell-shocked from the war. So we're gonna go over the Heathcliff Wikipedia article first, to just kind of dip your toes into what to expect with Heathcliff. Heathcliff is an American comic strip created by George Gately in 1973, featuring the title character, an orange cat, now written and drawn by Gately's nephew, Peter Gallagher. Basically, the guy who used to make it, George, died, and then his nephew took over writing Heathcliff, and since his nephew took over, God save the king. It makes no sense. Since Peter Gallagher took over the strip, Heathcliff comic strips have often recurring motifs like bubblegum floating, comic strip or celebrity cameos, helmets, that's a popular one, we'll see a lot of that today, robots, an ape called the garbage ape, and the word meat. He's known for just overusing the word meat. This is a man who loves meat. Readers often interpret it as surreal humor without logic, though Peter Gallagher claimed in an interview with Soulrad that, quote, I'm not just doing stuff that doesn't make any sense at all. So it makes sense to him, and that's all that matters, because I love it and it's my favorite comic strip ever. So let's go to the Heathcliff subreddit now, to just show you the top rated Heathcliff comics, and then we'll go into the dailies, and then we'll go back through time. But I have a love for Heathcliff, and I have to share it with the world, and my love might be even greater for Peter Gallagher, I don't know. So here is his love for meat festering in the form of a one-panel comic. Here we have Heathcliff in a tank riding by a meat shop with a meat helmet and a meat flag and a meat tank. And you guys are never gonna guess what the caption is on this. It is, "Children love the meat tank." But this is Heathcliff. This is the essence of Heathcliff, so we have to get used to it if we're interested in jumping down the Heathcliff rabbit hole. Heathcliff is walking down the street with a sign that says, "It's me," while the birds are saying, "It's him." Heathcliff is him. This just in, Heathcliff is him. That meme where it's like, I'm him, it's been Heathcliff all along. I hate to break it to you. Okay, here we have our first Jimmy appearance. Jimmy is this frog in a balloon, and you can tell Jimmy owns the balloon because it says Jimmy. Poor turnout for the launch. Jimmy is waving a hat that resembles Abraham Lincoln's, and I can only assume that Jimmy is hated throughout the entire political landscape, and he may get assassinated soon, which would be really sad, but that would be a great comic. Peter Gallagher, if you are watching this, please make a non-canonical, we don't want Jimmy to pass, but please make a non-canonical strip where Jimmy gets assassinated at the Ford Theater. Here we have one. These two old people are laughing reading comics, wholesome as can be, and this one says Heathcliff is wearing a ham helmet. No way this is real. Is this real? He's aware that his users are just laughing at the fact that Heathcliff is wearing a ham helmet. What are people talking about this? They're saying, I feel attacked. Yeah, so do I. I love it when he wears the ham helmet. All right, on this channel, we are pro meat. We are also pro Garfield. I also love Garfield, but there can only be one for this video, so we are pro meat. Jimmy, billboard. Jimmy is never smiling. He is the most stoic. He's the most stoic soul to ever grace the written page. The bird says quite the opposite. Okay, so there's this blind hatred for Jimmy in the Heathcliff universe, and I don't understand where it's all coming from. And also, Heathcliff has yet to say something. I don't know if Heathcliff talks. It's never really clicked in my head. The Jimmy Chapel. Okay, Jimmy is starting a cult. He's painting the Jimmy ceiling. Crazy caption. I would have never guessed that. Heathcliff is rather talented. More talented than that fat, lazy bastard Garfield who just got his own movie in theaters. I'm not sponsored. I'm not promoting it. Downtown Art Gallery. Oh my. Heathcliff's robot nudes. And we have protesters. The protests are growing. So Heathcliff is a pervert. Yeah, and he paints naked robots. It's a crazy hobby for a cat to have. Garfield would never do that. Garfield just says, is it Monday? Nah, I'm gonna, kill myself. Oh my God. Jimmy's getting swole. He'll have the strength of 10 Jimmys. So Jimmy's getting ripped to fight off all the haters. Jimmy haters are not allowed in the chat. No anti-Jimmy sympathizers in the chat. You will get banned. Lifetime ban. Okay, now here is Heathcliff getting swole to match Jimmy. He put a sign out next to him, beware of hunk. The sign isn't working. Yeah. Can't help falling in love with Heathcliff. He does look sexy in this picture. Can we zoom in on his face? No, we cannot. He looks rather tired, in my opinion. I think he could be anemic. Here we go. These are the robots that Heathcliff draws naked. And the first appearance of the garbage ape. You guys don't know what the garbage ape is? I do, because I'm a Heathcliff fan, unlike you fake fans. It is this ape that hops down the street with garbage. That's all he ever does. Everyone's cheering him on, and the robots love the garbage ape. So it's kind of like a love triangle here, where robots love the garbage ape. Garbage ape, I don't know where he fits in here. And then Heathcliff draws the robots naked. Jim Davis copyright infringement. Okay, here we have a brown Heathcliff squaring up against a brown Garfield, and the birds are saying it just got real. Here, Peter Gallagher is expressing his unrelenting rage towards Jim Davis and Garfield for jacking Heathcliff and making a fortune off of it. Yeah, Heathcliff was around before Garfield. People don't know this. Heathcliff did have his own TV show too. But let's keep reading Heathcliff. Let's go to today's Heathcliff, actually. If you are watching my video and you are not subscribed, I humbly bow my head and I pray on the altar of Heathcliff that you consider subscribing to me. I am but a humble servant of Peter Gallagher. And like the video. Even if you're subscribed, like the video. It helps me spread the word of Heathcliff like you wouldn't even believe. And the video's not over. This is just a little message from the Church of Heathcliff. Back to the video. We got Heathcliff and his lovely girlfriend exiting the meat museum. Peter Gallagher was just watching the Met Gala and he was like, meat. And his wife was like, no, honey, it's the... What if Peter Gallagher just said meat like a Pokemon? He only spoke in the word meat. And this is the only way that he can express himself. I think we're going in too hard on Peter here. Oh, here he comes with the milk helmet. This is the first appearance of the milk helmet. Helmets are a recurring thing in Heathcliff. He's walking towards these two cows, and the cow is actually fearing for his life. And he says, gird your udders. Oh my god, what does Heathcliff do to those cows? What does it mean to gird your udders? Daryl is wondering. Let's see, 5 replies. Harry, the premium member, is helping him out here, saying, same as gird your loins. Why buy a cow when milk is cheaper? That's a good point. I don't own a cow. I do just buy milk, so I guess we have the same belief. It means they are gonna get seriously milked, so they better brace for it. Don't you see the helmet? Yeah, these cows are getting seriously milked. Heathcliff knows how to seriously milk. Kind of disgusting. I don't like using milk as a verb. Cat. I think I'd rather be eaten. And this kind of looks like it's made out of ham. I think he's subliminally just making everything look like meat and ham at this point. Here we have the kids saying it's their favorite show. Okay, Jen is commenting, what show it be? The helmet show? The bubblegum flying show? The man-eating giant show? The robots show? The fire-breathing chihuahua show? The Jimmy show? The snail show? The garbage show? The garbage ape show? The sitting on the head talent show? What, oh, what could it be? 6 replies here. Jen is having a nervous breakdown in the comment section. He doesn't know what show they're watching. Can someone answer him? Peter, can you just draw like a frame of the TV so he knows what show they're watching? I can't believe you forgot the ham car show. I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed. Sorry about that. Me can barely remembers anymore. Jen is fighting the late stages of dementia and we're here to fight it with him. You're fighting the good fight, Jen. Keep it up, buddy. Okay, here we have Heathcliff beheading a woman. They make whitening strips for cats. My bad. The joke is that they make whitening strips for cats, guys. That's the joke. Do they make whitening strips for cats? No. That's why this is funny, because they do in the Heathcliff universe. They does? Me never knew. See, you're confusing gent, Peter. He's like the most pure soul I've ever encountered in my life, and you're confusing him. Imagine putting a whitening strip on a cat. This is gonna be the new they did surgery on a grape thing. They put whitening strips on a cat. I was reading today about sperm girls. It seems that there are sperm banks for breeding dogs, and unlike the man who can get the job done by himself, there are employees who happen to be female who collect what has to be collected. What on God's green earth are you talking about? Someone add him to a list. Let's keep this guy under control. Let's just keep a tab on him. I'm not saying he did anything wrong yet. I'm just saying maybe we should keep a tab on him. We're talking about whitening strips on cats, and you're talking about women who get paid to collect dog sperm. Okay, here's Heathcliff cheating on his girlfriend with the green M&M. Best Heathcliff comic we found all day. Peter Gallagher is fantasizing about the green M&M before they took her high heel boots away. Okay, so it is canonical that Heathcliff has, you know, most likely done the dirty with the green M&M. You know, you don't get this in Garfield. You just don't. Little green creature from Mars, eh? And so the green week is continue. Okay, Jen doesn't know who... Jen doesn't know who the green M&M is. Heathcliff and a realistic Yoda are stealing a fish, and I assume this is Yoda saying, "A rascal you are." Heathcliff's week is nuts, man. He steals fish with with Yoda, and then he cheats on his girlfriend with the green M&M. Okay, is that Jimmy? That can't be Jimmy. Oh, Jimmy's in the front. Who is that? Is that Jimmy's boyfriend? Jimmy has a posse. They're not so much friends as colleagues. Here we have Oscar the Grouch and Heathcliff eating garbage together. Jen is confused again. Shoot, man. This poor guy or gal, I don't know. Who that? Little green alien creature from outer space? Oscar the Grouch. Who that? Oscar the Grouch is a character from Sesame Street. I think it's Elmo, cousin of Cookie Monster. Jimmy's alter ego. Guys, stop. Stop. They're like locking hands around Gent, being just screaming different names. You're confusing him. You're overstimulating his little brain. Yeah, he just stopped responding. He's probably having a mental breakdown in the corner of his room. Bro, dude. Bro, dude. Bro, dude. Bro, dude. They belong to the same genus, bro, dude. What does that mean? What does that mean, Peter? This doesn't make sense. Why are cats walking around with goldfish bowl and fish on their heads? I don't know, Anne. No one knows what this comic is about. I don't think I can read this all day. It's never made sense. I don't know. Like, am I supposed to sit here for like 10 years going through the catalog?